in Blakesley, Pennsylvania. Hey, Will, thanks for listening to Sirius. What's up?
Hey, Tom. Obviously, I'm thrilled that Bernie Sanders is running for president. But the thing that you mentioned about our lovely media, I think that's it. I think it would really be great if we can somehow, and I started myself, I'm not just talking, mobilize people. We need to start harassing. When I mean harass, call, write letters, but call relentlessly the corporate media, all the stations, MSNBC, CBS, when they ignore Bernie Sanders and marginalize him, which they're going to do. No ifs, ands, or buts. No, the newspapers too.
Oh, and don't forget NPR. I mean,
NPR.
They're huge, and Mara Liasson, their national political correspondent, their head political person, is a regular on Fox News, and very, shall we say, right of center. I mean, she was saying things about Cory Gardner that I think helped get him elected, the Republican senator from Colorado.
Yes.
Sure. In the 2 days before the election that were not only not true, but in my opinion, highly inappropriate. I've been watching NPR as they have gone. Now, I think it's 93% of all their support now is not coming from government. So it's coming from sources like, the big corporations and whatnot. And they've been getting more and more, people make the joke, it's National Petroleum Radio. They've been getting more and more corporate. And I predict that they're going to be, their NPR's message about Bernie also is going to be, oh, he's just in this to influence Hillary, which is not the case. I'm telling you, it's not the case.
They're going to patronize him, and
yes,
like the other one, they're going to belittle. Well, not belittle, but they're going to ignore him essentially. And I really do think I found this effective, at least locally, when I call the local stations and say, why aren't you covering obvious stories? And I've gotten other people to do it. In a few cases, I've actually got them to throw something on there. And I mean, I don't know if it was just me, but the fact of a group of people doing it basically shamed them into doing their job.
That's how to do it, Will. And you would be astonished. I worked in radio back in the 70s, and I knew how it was then. But for 5 years, I did a local show in Portland, Oregon. In addition to this national show, I did 6 hours of radio a day, and it was the first time I'd been back into local radio in the United States since the 1970s. And the station management or the news department or even the advertisers, I mean, they would hear from listeners 3, 4, 5 times a week, maybe. I mean, it's really rare that people call into a station and register their concerns, their complaints, or their appreciation. Or call sponsors and say, hey, thank you for sponsoring this program, or call, it's really rare. So you're leaning on the media like that is a good thing. That's really, really smart stuff. Will, I got to move along, but thank you for the call and good on you for your activism.